where they want to get their point.
Enrique is back.
And that's Angel Reese's game. The physicality, right up her alley.
Angel.
Was it EIN spelafter Irofnungsnakter Unrivaled League? Nachdem beide Teams die erst 10 Minuten damit verbracht sich gegenseitig auszuloten, begann die Offensive für die Vinyl zu steigen. Die Starter für die Vinyl waren Ark, Ogle, Howard UND Hami. Die Reserve-Spieler waren Aaliyah Boston, Ray Burrell UND Jordan Canada. Chelsea Gray, Copper UND Angel Reese started for die Rose, MIT Lexie Hull, Aura Stevens UND Brittany Sykes after Bank.
People in the chat, as I went live for both games, people in the chat are like, where's Lexie? Why is she not getting to play? Why is she getting the least minutes, like by a whole lot? Unrivaled has the stats, the box score, things like that on the official site for the league, but they're not recording minutes. So you'll have to take my word for it and the word of other people, I'm sure, who are noticing that she ain't getting many of them. Them meaning minutes, 12. So we've got everybody in single digits and Lexie Hull with 0 points and barely.
Why is Lexie Hull benched? Are the other players better off? Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this WNBA content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Hull recently made headlines as she debuted her unrivaled jersey showcasing her excitement for the newly.
You can name that something.
Most people have witnessed her workout with teammates, and she looks ready to play in her team's inaugural game. Setting the tone a day to the inaugural game, the headlines read that she's set to make her debut in the new league.
Well, Ryan Howard, who just balled out, and Dearica Hamby. That was the first night, but that wasn't the only time we got to see the Rose team play. Rose also played on Saturday, and they played against the Lunar Owls. The Rose team lost both games, and Lexie Hull did not get much of an opportunity to play at all. Now,
with Hull's hustle and shooting ability, she was expected to play a crucial role in the team's success. But right there in the first 2 games, Lexie Hull was benched with 1 night in the books. We watch to see if the first night momentum continues and if the television ratings show a vested interest. But one thing won't change: the game will always conclude with someone scoring. As the first half ended, both teams ended in a 39-minute 39 tie. The third period belonged to the Vinyl as Howard and Hami started to take over. Vinyl went on a 298 run in the first 4 minutes. Howard herself added 11 points to her total, continuing to push the pace and take high-quality shots. Deception BR Baby Ray
Brell, Baby Ray.
Defense, Vinyl, and pass the ball.
The game became a chess match. In the final period, both teams took advantage of multiple stoppages to switch approaches and personnel, and a ton of whistles meant that most of the scoring took place at the free throw line.
Final lead is 7, 15 for Hamby. Top speed to Copper, falling away.
Talia Cop battle the wings. I'm telling you, folks, we need some barbecue sauce.
Rose needs stops. Howard may have gotten away with the backcourt. Ball don't. So a chance for Rose to tie or take the lead. Gray wants the lead for it. Copper 3.
The Rose went on a run, though, and cut the lead to 73-71 down the stretch. Rose's Lexie Hull made a solid contribution off the bench, providing that spark.
Post.
Word on the back door. They'll take the 2 in the air.
Hull's late contribution raised the question: what would have happened if she had started in the game? The team released that there have been concerns about Hull's fitness. The Fever Guard is likely to take the court on Friday. There's not a time where you take a possession off because there are only 3 players on the floor. You have to be in shape.
So the Rose Basketball Club have played in 2 games, and it's not looking good for Lexie Hull. It's really not looking good for Lexie Hull. Like, I don't know. Imagine going from Christy Sides coaching, where she doesn't really want to play you, and no matter what you do on the court, it doesn't matter because your coach doesn't want to play you. and then eventually your coach figures it out and starts you and plays you 30 minutes a game and your team gets better. I think Lexie Hull is going through something like that right now with the Rose Basketball Club, because Lexie Hull has played in 2 games. She has played about 8 minutes combined. Not only that, she was being good.
Hull's late contribution raised.
With a 77-73 lead, Vinyl pushed the pace off of a Rose miss and finished the game on an acrobatic assist from Mumbawal.
Clip 9.
Caitlin Clark and Hull have been one fun duo to watch.
Akumbawale saves it. Rebound, Bukke, streaking, feeding.
Finish for Vino.
Vinyl starts.
The lads' brilliant assists to Hull make a compelling case, but their off-court chemistry has been just as...
There were people who were saying that the only reason why they wanted to put Lexie on in the league was because they, at that time, were trying to entice Caitlin Clark to sign with the league. We know how that all played out. Lots of attempts to coerce Caitlin to play. So Lexie Hull got an invitation. Obviously, Aaliyah Boston got an invitation. And people were thinking, they're really, really, really trying hard to get Caitlin. No disrespect to Lexie Hull at all. But people were saying they really going all out to try to pull Caitlin in. People are starting to believe that is exactly what's going on here.
Entertaining while her star is rising, she may be benefiting from her
thing in your game day routine, or do you feel like you're just in a groove right now?
She's in a groove. She started hanging out with me more.
She's rubbing off on me.
Some are good, some are bad.
Yeah, true.
Close friendship with Clark, whose status has skyrocketed since transitioning from the Iowa hockey at the college level to the Fever, despite Clark being relatively new to the WNBA. Hull and the superstar immediately formed a strong bond with the news of Hull's debut on the bench. Instant rage hits Caitlin Clark after Lexie Hull gets benched, and Unrivaled, the Rookie of the Year, confidently responded that without a doubt Rose's players are as talented as any other, but a common trait amongst all of these players is the fact that they all grind out wins for their teams.
Is a lockdown defender. When she got into the game on Saturday, she was putting the lock. People were commenting in the chat I did during the live stream. People were commenting that, man, whoever, when Lexie's guarding the person with the ball, they don't score. They don't score because we know what kind of defense. We know she's scrappy. We know she slides those feet. We know she gets her hands on lots of balls, as she says, on basketballs. She's a lockdown defender, and we got to see that. Lexie can also shoot. So I got to ask too. Again, it's only 2 games. I realize that, so you don't have to put that in the comments. It's only been 2 games. Well, it's 2 games where other people got to play a lot and she didn't. So 2 games are 2 games, okay? And so for 2 games, we see Lexie riding the pine. And people are saying, now we're starting to believe that our suspicions were right, that you just wanted her on here to get Caitlin on the team. I don't know. I'm not saying that's the case, but I'm saying people are starting to say that, and I'm starting to wonder too.
Caitlin went on that in Hull's 3 years in the WNBA, her fitness has never been called into question.
He's good. Hull on the wing. Connects. Slings it over to Hull. Wide open 3. She got it. Lexie Hull is Mitchell. Speeds into the paint. Curls around. Hull connects. Lexie Hull have a day. 5 of 6.
Last SE's season, she averaged 4.7 points per game, appeared in 90 games, and started in 40 of them, so why wouldn't she deserve to suit up alongside stars like Angel Ree, Kalia Copper, and Chelsea Gray when her performance proves she's just as capable?